Ohio. Hajimemashite. Mcu to iimasu. Hello, hello, hello. Freaky darlings, freaky loves, one and all. How are we today? Kazo, Blue Mew, Isela, hello. Alright, Isela, that's fine. Your phone bill auto pays with no fanfare at all. I don't auto pay. Like some of my major bills auto pay, but for the most part I manually pay all my bills. Especially now that I'm working from home. So got a model sheet to do today. We're going to work on that one for today. Let's see. We got a model sheet. And depending on how long it takes us to finish this one, we've got a couple... We got a flat character, a line art, and then a manga page. And that's actually going to be the end of the queue. If we happen to get through all that. Mine is as well. This design is actually pretty straightforward. I actually only just got to look at his what he wanted for this character to start with. Kaido, hello! As for Friday's stream, the new talking lounge is, our talking lounge background for now is complete. That is not going to stop the maintenance crew from working. But, we do have our talking area all set up and ready for Friday. As a mod, Kazo already got to check out what the lounge looks like. You guys will actually finally get to see the interior of the lounge. We also may have a new opening screen on Friday, but don't know just yet. see if I can brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Just so I could see the lines. Okay. I see. I see. I say. I wouldn't doubt that, like, the outfit is like a Xenoverse outfit. Actually, it doesn't look like the top of the ear area was cut off. Yeah, a lot of people do use Xenoverse as like the templating for their characters. I think I made that time I made the hair a little too poofy. The hair's messy, but it's not like extremely fluff, you know? Yeah, that happens a lot, like, with, like, the characters that I design. Like, I have to try and, like, force, like, creative characters to accept them. Because, like, I mean, like, especially, like, with Rigger, like, you know, the creative characters don't have a lot of the options for him. They might now, but back in the day, they didn't. They haven't? Xenoverse still hasn't given create a character Super Saiyan 4? That's shocking. I thought that would have been one of the first things you guys got. You have Super Saiyan 4 outfits, but no transformation. Really old concept art of Goten? I'm trying to think of what that really old concept art looked like for Goten. What's the concept art of Goten look like? I can't remember what it looks like. Goten was a photoshopped image of base Goku from Budokai 3 cutscenes with a black and blue gi and a white bandana? Huh. Vegeta's Super Saiyan in Xenoverse is an entirely separate transformation. Existing in this space with the stream muted. To help get the watch time, actually watching Info Dump on Iron Mouse in another tab. The info. Oh, you're watching the Iron Mouse, like the story of Iron Mouse, like her tale is like a VTuber and stuff like that, or like her lore or whatever. Basically, regular Super Saiyan buffs your melee stuff, but Vegeta's version boosts your key attacks. That kind of makes sense. Vegeta is a bit of a key spammer, isn't he? Like, even in, like, the anime, he tends to use his key attacks a lot more than other people. That and you can't go Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta's always got to be special. His stuff always has to be named different. Alright, got the head done on this one. His head is like the most... would probably be like the most unique, quote-unquote, or difficult aspect of this particular one to do, so I think the rest of them we can, the rest of it is going to be pretty simple. Let's see. Looks like we've got I'll have a belt. And the gi comes up and then terminates into a collar. Some shoulder outlets here. Tie off here. What's it look like on this one? Yeah, he's still only got the one tie off. Okay. What's an underrated manga I think more people should read? Ooh, that's a good question. Underrated manga. For me, I think I have two that I absolutely adore, but I'd never hear anybody talking about. There's two of them. There's one is called Dragons Rioting, which it like has a very funny premise. It's very, very anime. So this kid, this dude, is born with this with a rare disease where if he becomes sexually aroused, his heart basically stops, and it will kill him if he becomes sexually aroused. So he's spent like the better portion of his life trying to train and like inhibit his, you know, his wild desires. And then he enrolls in a school which he believes is an all-boys school, but little does he know that when he actually gets to the school has actually gone co-ed. So there are actually girls there now, and a bunch of the girls are called dragons because they're like super strong and they fight each other and stuff. Very funny series. I like it a lot. And it's got a nice bit of action in it. And the other one is a bit on the darker side, but still has some funnier elements, and it's called Murcielago. And that one is about this, like a really crazy, like kind of psycho, assassin. And like they get into all kinds of like crazy adventures, and she like, she's always hitting on women and stuff like that, and, all kind of stuff. There's all kind of like shenanigans. I actually have, let's see, so I'm on volume 4 of Dragons Rioting. And I need to pick up volume 14 of Murcielago. Yeah, the friggin' dragons rioting. I like, no pun intended. It's a riot. It legit gets some hearty chuckles out of me every now and again. Another manga I would have said was underrated, and for me, it's actually extremely underrated because it actually ended. It got 12 volume. Is it 12? Or no, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 7 volumes of it. It's made by Okaido, the author behind Monster Musume, and it's called 12 Beast. And sadly, it did not do as well as Monster Musume, and it actually ended. Manhwa? Yeah, I do. I actually have one manhwa, and it's called Black God. How do I describe this story? So, like, there's this, like, girl who's, like, she's sort of like a kind of like a sleeper agent super weapon. I didn't really get into a whole lot of it, but, like I said, I only have the first volume, and I can't find it anywhere else. I managed to find it at a half-price books. But, yeah, I got one manhwa, and that's, like I said, Black God. Actually, they look like they come pretty far down. Yeah, like way past the knees. Okay. Go right there. And he's got like the brown coverings that go over these. Me? No, I have never posted any manga to Webtoon. He's got... His pants are like in a difference. Like, this one, their pants are like kind of skin tighty, and then in this one, they're baggy. I guess we'll go for like a combo. Something like, what's his face? Like Pycon. Where they start getting kind of baggy at the bottom. And he's got a dragon tail, it looks like, even though he doesn't have one in here. Let me double check just to make sure. Hold on. I want to double check to make sure that the dragon tail is like part of his character design. So he's got a tail in that one, got a tail in another one. Okay, so I'm going to assume it has a tail, seeing as how in 2 of the images he has one. And I think Pycon died because he was just exceedingly boring. Why, yes, Toei Animation. I would love a Piccolo with absolutely no personality. I would love a Piccolo with no personality who just beat the big bad who killed our main character. Easily. Effortlessly. I would absolutely love for that to happen. In case you haven't picked up on it, I really don't like Pycon. Let's see. So, for the low-hanging, he's just got the liner. And then for these ones up here, it's got a secondary liner and fur. And then does he? Yeah, looks like he's got fur going all the way up. The internet has scared you. He did say he wanted a model sheet. Scarred you, okay. Yeah, this is a model sheet. Look for people falling over as a reference. Like, how do you mean, like, falling over? Like, people who are, like, tripping or something? Tripping. Let me see if I can... Hold on a second. Just give me a sec, Sidri, and I have some pose reference sites. Let me see if I can pull one up. I don't think you'd find one. No. I was gonna say quick poses, but those are mostly just like for pinups. That's one that I used to do like a lot of just like single images. I just went on Google and looked up tripping pose. There seem to be a few. Yeah, you should probably be able to get what you need doing that. Just go to Google and look up tripping pose. There's a couple of things there. Hey, Virtue of Dragons. How's it going? I don't know, Kaido, if that's so much a mystery as something that's going to be answered, you know? I think that's something that they'll probably, you know, answer at some point. Yeah, I know it's not, like, stupendous help, Sidrian, but, I mean, it's like I said, there's, like, you know, there are some poses out there. I have a bunch of, like, pose websites that are, like, that I have, what do you call it, bookmarked. I'm glad you could finally make it out for one, Virtue. I'm doing pretty well. Biggest mystery in DBZ? I mean, I don't know. See, a lot of things are that are like mysteries aren't so much mysteries as like plot contrivances and inconveniences or something like that. Like, one thing I, like, frequently wonder is why did Universe 7 have, a grand total of, like, 5 or 6 Kais? So they had the 4 Eastern, they had the 4, Cardinal Direction Kaioshin, and then they had a Dai Kaioshin. But why does every other universe only have 1 or 2 Kaioshin? Why? What was so special about Universe 7 that they needed 5? Yeah, Virgil, I'm glad you could finally make it out to one. I hope not. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of them bringing old villains back. I don't need Cell to come back, and he is a way bigger problem than Frieza ever will be. Frieza's already being a hassle, and he doesn't have half the abilities that Cell does. Bringing Cell back would be such a pain in the butt, and it'd be such a cop-out. Like, I already criticized Super enough. Don't bring back Cell and give me another reason to crap all over it. Either or. I don't want Cell back in any way, shape, or form. We got Cell back as Android 21 in the video game, and that was enough. Cell 2.0, yeah. Just like NXT 2.0. The thing nobody asked for. So we're gonna do this, and well, actually, we've already seen what the Demon Realm looks like, because when Gohan and Dabura were fighting in the Buu arc, what's-his-face, Babidi transported them to the Demon Realm. They were actually fighting in the Demon Realm when they, right before Vegeta became a Majin. That area they were fighting in is the Demon Realm, so we already know what the Demon Realm looks like. It's basically a giant, perverted, like, twisted mirror image of the Earth. The creator of the Super Dragon Balls, I really don't give a crap about Zalama. I hate the Super Dragon Balls in and of itself. I think the Super Dragon Balls and it was bad enough you introduced the Super Dragon Balls, but then you introduced the Cerulean Dragon Balls. What next? Is the next arc going to introduce another set of Dragon Balls so we could just have Dragon Balls everywhere? The killer of Jiren's parents, or master or whatever, that's another thing. I mean, I honestly don't care about it. Jiren is a personality-less wall. I can't stand Jiren. You know why the word stupendous is punny? That's exactly the word WWE is. Oh yeah, the most stupendous WrestleMania, all that stuff. Oh, Virtue, that's exactly what they're going to let Frieza do. Frieza is going to continuously waltz around in the background doing exactly what he was doing before we ever met him in the series. And he'll pop in and out as the story necessitates his involvement. Go. I can't lie. Before, I had actually toyed around with the idea of making Alajin the one who killed Jiren's, people and his master and everything. Until I realized that the timelines and stuff wouldn't have matched up. But, yeah. It's I don't think... it's possible that it might become, a plot point later, but I mean, You gotta make me care about Jiren first, and I don't... I don't care about Jiren at all. Oh yeah, WrestleMania is, like... Get used to that, Isaiah. Like, WrestleMania is gonna be 2 nights from now on. I think out of anything super introduced, the only thing I'm really truly curious about is, like, Vegeta actually, like, going to planet Sadala. That's about the only thing, like, Super has introduced that I actually, like, legit care about. That is a plot point I would like to see, followed up upon. Don't dangle that carrot in front of me and then not give it to me. My AU Frieza doesn't get revived. Beerus is so done with Goku and Vegeta's aunt. To power lock the pure Saiyans and sends Frieza back to hell. Oh yeah, I know they're most likely never gonna give me that carrot, but that's what I'm saying. That's, you know, it's why I give, like, Super so much guff, but no, Sidrian, you and I are kind of, like, on the same, like, the same wavelength. Like, with Dragon Ball New Age, Frieza never gets revived. Well, if the plot is, like, is Goku and Vegeta trying to get them out of the demon realm, then that, like, makes them a central focus of the plot. Actually, Dreamer, no, that's not the way it happened. Yamoshi never became a Super Saiyan god. He became a Super Saiyan and was still defeated by the evil Saiyans, and their battle destroyed planet Sadala, and then his spirit wandered in search of the Saiyans who would become the Super Saiyan god. He never became a Super Saiyan god himself. That's a big misconception. I actually had to get that cleared up with Geekdom. But yeah, Yamoshi was never the Super Saiyan God. His spirit wanders to create the Super Saiyan God, but he was never one himself. Yes, Dragon Ball is dumb, but we can all love it still. Nah, the demon realm is like I said, it's a nightmare version of Earth, or like, you know, of the dimension that we all, or the people of the dragon world live in. So I imagine that's an area where time functions. It functions identically the same. It's just a world of pure evil. No, they've never been given the class of devil. There have been like, you know, the first like real demon we ever got was Devil Man, from the original Dragon Ball. And then like there's been classes of like demons, but like nothing has ever been specifically like listed as like a devil. Like Deborah is probably the closest you'll ever get. And that's mainly due to the fact that, you know, Japan and their culture operate on a different religious system than we do. Most of their stuff is based on Japanese religion and mythology, you know, so... Yeah, Deborah is not like the, what do you call it, if you want to talk about, like, the highest system of, like, demon in the demon realm, it's the Makaishin, who are, like, the evil counterparts to the Kaioshin. So instead of, like, a devil, you've got, like, basically demon Kaioshin. And then, like, you know, from what I remember, the realm of Makai is like stuck in like the lowermost butthole of the universe. And 9 times out of 10, the Makaioshin are supposed to be weaker than the Kaioshin. Mechikabra, yeah, I believe he was a Makaioshin. Bush9XX, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Well, I mean, Virtue, it's like, it's weak by today's standards, like, with Dragon Ball, but you gotta think, like, you know, this is back when the Kaioshin were, like, a really big deal before Majin Buu. That's why Majin Buu has always been, like, he was an existential threat, because nothing was ever that strong, you know, up until, you know, the Gods of Destruction or whatever. I happen to think Demigra is, like, way over-designed. I'm not a fan of his... Like, I kind of like his first form, but everything after that I can't stand. But even then, I'm not, like, the biggest fan of his first form. Jason! Uh-oh, what's the matter, buddy? Yeah, there's a point where Mechikabra manages to wish for his youth back and becomes, like, super duper strong. But yeah, at first he looks like he's like the demon version of Palpatine, which I guess is just Palpatine. President Palpatine! That's fine. You don't gotta get into it. I will say that this is something that I'm actually curious about. So we know that, like, Enma Daio, or as English dub fans know him, King Yema, He's the Shinigami, the death god of Universe 7. He's the one who oversees all of the dead and tells them where they're gonna go. He's the death god. I wonder what the other Shinigami of the other universes are like. Are they just as big? Do they have ogre henchmen? Do they all have a fascination with mahogany desks? I would imagine the afterlife worlds of all the universes are relatively similar. With just like minor differences. Considering how like all the other deities seem to have like very much like similar, like a lot of similarities. There's always a Kaioshin. There's always Kaioshin. There's always Kaio. There's Hakaishin. There's angels. So I imagine a lot of their gods and stuff and a lot of the setups of the gods are pretty much identical. Mahogany. 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 Oh, I was talking about Pycon earlier. I do not like Pycon at all. Yeah, I basically, of Pycon, I said, yes, Toei Animation, I would absolutely love a Piccolo with even less personality who completely and easily defeats the big bad who just killed the main character in the previous arc. I would love that so much. Yeah, Pycon is an anime-only character made for that Otherworld tournament filler arc. which they tried to copy off of like a bunch of different things from the previous Otherworld from the previous tournaments and stuff. And Pycon is basically a filler version of Jiren. He is a personality-less wall for Goku to overcome. Now, that said, you guys don't have to agree with my assessment of Pycon. I know that my assessment of Pycon is not for everybody. There are a lot of people who like Pycon, and if you like Pycon, you do you. You go ahead and like what you like. I just don't like Pycon. I would actually argue to the contrary, Jason. I actually don't like Pycon's design at all. But is he really, Blue Mew? Like, besides distracting Janemba for a whole couple seconds, what really did Pycon accomplish in that movie? But yeah, Pycon is basically just not Piccolo, with less personality, and is just a wall for Goku to overcome in a filler arc that means nothing. And we have to establish that Pycon is a badass, so we're gonna have him just like kick the crap out of Cell in a couple of seconds. A feat that Goku could not accomplish, just to put over how much of a menace Pycon will be. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. Thematically, I don't like Pycon for the way he undercuts and undersells the problem with the bad guys. So like I said, Cell just got out of an arc where he is responsible for the death of Goku and Pycon jobs him out in a couple of seconds. I think the big problem with Jiren is that they tried to shoehorn in his backstory at the 11th hour. If we had gotten more information on Jiren earlier, I don't think it would have been considered as, like, as roughly handled a character as, like, people tend to. But I think that also that comes with the territory of, like, I think that, like, they weren't sure what they were going to do with Jiren, because if you guys remember in the early promotional images of, like, the Zeno exhibition, Toppo was not the guy under the cloak. It was Jiren, and then they changed it to Toppo later. So I think that was originally supposed to be Jiren, and they switched up the story at the last minute. And by doing that, I think that they caused a lot of, like, writing errors, and they kind of wrote themselves into a corner with Jiren. Also, personal nitpick from the Tournament of Power. The whole arena is supposed to be made out of Kachkachin, which is the harder version of that unbreakable metal that the Kaioshin used to form that block that broke the Z-Sword. So it's all supposed to be metal, but everybody just breaks it like it's absolutely nothing, and it looks like rocks, not metal. Personal pet peeve. Yeah, I have talked about the Kachkachin before. I've talked about a couple of different things about Super that kind of bother me. Yeah, and that's to be expected when you've got, like, a series that you don't have anything definitive for it. You have a couple of liner notes that might, you know, for all we know, were written on tissue paper. And you've left it up to the writing staffs of both your manga and your animated series to interpret those notes however they see fit. Which I think is another reason why Super has such a hard time, because now people don't know which, you know, they don't know which series of events that they're supposed to take seriously. Do we take the anime seriously and say that that's the way the events go down? Do we take the manga seriously and say that's the way the events are supposed to go down? I would disagree, Kaido. I don't want anything from Dragon Ball Heroes to make its way into the main series. I want them to stay far away from time travel. I want them to stay far away from all of that stuff. Stay far away from giving every Saiyan, every Super Saiyan form under the freaking sun. Stay far away from all, like, the demon realm and, like, villains from movies and stuff teaming up. Stay far away from all that. Let it all be done in the video game where it can safely be ignored. Please, do not put any of that in the main series. And pretty much, Jason, if you like the manga, go with the manga. If you like the anime, go with the anime. All I'm saying is that it causes like an not unnecessary argument per se, but like unnecessary debate on which series of events is the one that you're supposed to go by. Because remember, Dragon Ball Heroes is a toy advertisement first and a story second. It is an advertisement for a gacha game in Japan. It is not, you know, and that's why, like, even the anime for Heroes is called a promotional anime. All those episodes of Dragon Ball Supers are basically glorified commercials. No, it's not. It is not wrong to want that kind of crazy stuff in a video game. I have absolutely no problem with that, no issue with it. But for me, it is kind of wrong to want to transfer all of that over to the official series and make that stuff happen in the series proper, because then I can no longer take it seriously. Well, for me anyway, I can no longer take it seriously. Other people, that might be what, you know, for them, but it's not for me. So, you know, like I said, if you like Dragon Ball Heroes, you are more than happy to like it. But I don't want any of that stuff in my series. Let me have two separate properties. You can have your Dragon Ball Heroes promotional commercial, and then I'll have my anime and manga of the regular series, where we try to keep some of that crazier nonsense that, you know, you could apply to a quote-unquote non-canon video game. And you can have fun with that, and you can shut your brain off for that. But let me have my brain for my anime and manga. Exactly, Jason. Let the official series do, like, the more serious storytelling and stuff, and you can save all the crazy stuff for the video games. That's like when people are saying, oh, I hope Android 21 becomes canon for the series in the new movie. No. Because the implications of that are horrendous. I don't want you to start including soul technology in the main series. It's okay for Android 21 to exist in the video game timelines and stuff like that. We don't need her in the main series. Android 21's story is basically something that really can only function in the video games because you have to be able to suspend your belief that she could create systems that cause souls to be reincarnated. Yeah, in a video game, I don't care. In the main series, no. Let's have a little semblance of sense. That's all I'm asking. That's like with, like we were talking about on the previous stream, like the old Budokai games, how they had like all those what-if scenarios. Like, what if Frieza managed to get immortality? Or what if Vegeta turned into a Super Saiyan first and stuff like that? I don't care, you know, we can explore that kind of stuff in a video game because it's just the video game. That's fine. That may be so, Kaido, but, like, in the end, she winds up not even being a main villain. Only part of her personality is a villain. And then what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna, like, kill her and then that's the end of it? You had your main female villain and then you killed her off in the same timeline? Because you can't, like, have her, what do you call it, existing in the series as she is. You know, just like this this part Majin, part Saiyan, part Frieza cyborg who is constantly hungry, and if you allow her hunger to get the better of her, it manifests an evil personality that is stronger than all of your previous villains combined. You can't have that out and about in the real world. The reason why Boo works so well is because he's he's had his evil parts expelled from himself, and he's living with, Mr. Satan, who can, like, always keep his appetite and stuff under control. And he actively tries to do good. That too is true, Jason. Yeah. It is a very Dragon Ball reason for somebody to turn evil. I'm too hungry. Dang, it took us an hour and a half to get just the sketches and this one body done. But I need to run to the little squids room really quick, lovelies. I will be right back. Alrighty, lovelies, I'm back. She isn't canon, but whatever planet her and Jace come from. Bonyu? Bonyu and Jace? Aren't they Brench? Aren't they from planet Brench or something? Or is that just Sauza? I know one of them is from Brench. Yeah, Brench Seijin. In spice. It's just like Australia, except in spice. Be careful, better. Spice, then go eat your spice, baby. Like me, sister. Poor Sheila. Like, you can make 21 canon to the series, like legit, but I think if you wanted to, you would have to do something like they did with Broly, where you have to go back and you can keep some of the same, like, basic overall plot points or something. You could have her be a part of the Red Ribbon Army and stuff like that, make her a cyborg or whatever, but you have to change up some of the plot points to quote-unquote canonize her. Yeah, it might just be Sauza / Thouser. Whichever you choose to call him. He is one of the other. I know in the original English dub they called him Sauza, but then they called him Thouser. Yeah, you definitely got to rework her lore if you want to make her canon. Well, he is Space Napole Hitler. Well, I mean, Isaiah, to be honest, Salza is actually, like, a very bad name because they're, all of Cooler's Armored Squadron are supposed to be named after, salad dressing. So Thouser, because that's what he's originally supposed to be named after, is Thousand Island Dressing. Thouser is actually closer than Salza. If you wanted to get pedantic. Yeah, Kaido, the only thing is that some people have confused the lore that TFS made up for Android 16 with what really happened. Because 16 did not die when Goku assailed the Red Ribbon compound. 16, in lore, his human version anyway, was killed, quote-unquote, by an enemy bullet. He was not killed by Goku. Are you making that up? Because it sounds like you're making that up. No, it's all here. Yeah, it happens to everybody. Yeah, there's a lot of people I know who like get TFS lore mixed up with the original series, but I guess that's like a greater problem of the people who only know and are only fans of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There is a difference between being a DBZ Abridged fan and a Dragon Ball fan. And even the guys from TFS have said this. You know, you can be mutually exclusive. You can be one or the other, or you can be both. Hey, Kezo. We're still working on that one model sheet. The character's design is very line heavy, so it's been taking us a little bit. And then we're just talking about video game and filler characters and stuff like that. We were talking about how like TFS introduced the idea, the concept that 16 was killed when Goku attacked the Red Ribbon, attacked like Muscle Tower back in the original Dragon Ball, where as in official lore, 16 was the human who became the basis for Model 16 was killed, quote unquote, by an enemy bullet, not by Goku. Yeah, so we were discussing how it's not all that uncommon for people to confuse things that TFS has, like, introduced as part of their lore, and confusing it for what happens in the actual story. Since 1980X. If Mega Man can beat the rap, then so can we. Well, see, I think trying to work in the headcanon that, like, Gero only wants to kill Goku because his son or the Red Ribbon Army was dead or whatever, tries to make Gero a more sympathetic villain. He doesn't strike me as a sympathetic character. This guy kidnapped 2 teenagers and turned them into cyborgs against their will. He created machines of death specifically to murder people. He and Cyborg 19 both killed people when they debuted with no remorse. He is not a sympathetic character, and I do not need to sympathize with him. He's, people just do bad things because they're evil. I mean, this is at least the way I see it, Plus, like, when Gero was giving Goku the speech of why he, was coming after him, he said nothing about, oh, well, you killed my family or anything like that. The whole thing was that, from everything that, like, was said, it was that, like, literally, like, Dr. Gero was the actual mastermind behind the Red Ribbon Army, and Red and Black were, like, were basically, like, the faces of it, while Dr. Gero operated everything from behind the scenes. And the Red Ribbon Army was his way of trying to conquer the world, and when Goku destroyed it, he snuffed out all of his hopes of world conquest. Like, actually, like, hold on. Let me see. Does that technically mean that the first person to wish to be king of the world was a dog? Could be. We don't know if King Furry is the one who made the wish to be king of the world, or if he's just the successor to the king of the world. But yeah, like, I'm looking at Dragon Ball Z Volume 13 in the manga right now. And Goku asks how they know about them. And Jiro is like, there's no harm in answering, though you may regret ever having asked. We have been watching you for a long time, Son Goku, with tiny, bug-like robot spies, during the Strongest Under the Heavens martial arts tournament, the battles with Piccolo and Vegeta. From the time you destroyed the Red Ribbon Army, we looked for your weaknesses, sought to know what sort of cyborgs would defeat you. They say androids, but they're cyborgs, let's be honest. And he's like, a grudge against me, huh? And that's when Jiro, like, kind of snaps and yells at him. He's like, because of you, the Red Ribbon Army's dream of conquering the world was snuffed. Only Dr. Jiro remained. Yeah, so there's nothing about, like, revenge against him, you know, for slights against him personally. It's because you snuffed out his dream of conquering the world. love this. Another very active chat day. There's a drug fad on Earth with furification pills, and that's why some of the people on Earth appear to be anthropomorphic animals. Huh. See, I didn't know that because, like, I didn't play Dragon Ball Kakarot. I didn't play the Kakarot game. Yeah. Yeah, according to Dragon Ball Kakarot. Yeah. Dang, this one model sheet, like, it's been almost 2 hours and we're still on the same model sheet. We haven't even finished the line art. That's like, that's wild. Yeah, that's the way it goes in around here, Virtue. You come for the art and you stay for the educational experience. No, Jason, that's what I stayed for. I stayed for the donuts and booba. Yes, educational. Hey, my stream could be educational every now and again. Every now and again I pop out some information that nobody knew. I'm of the camp, like, I gotta be perfectly honest, I'm of the camp that I don't want Super to return as an animated series anymore. I actually want them to return, like, and do, like, a movie every now and again, like what they were originally going to do before they started up a series, where they were gonna have, like, the arcs just be a single movie, which, I think goes to explain a lot why some of the arcs feel so disconnected from each other. But, like, you know, I would be okay with, like, movies coming back every now and again and then just having the manga do the story, but that's just me. I think, like, if I was going to give the okay for a series, my one caveat would be, if you're gonna do the animated series, the one caveat that I would have is you are not to retell the movies as even worse anime story arcs. Don't do like what you did with Battle of Gods and Resurrection, or, well, not even Resurrection F. But, yeah, don't do like what you did with, no, they did do it with Resurrection F in the anime. In the manga, they didn't. But yeah, don't do like what you did with those first two movies and retell them as even more spaced out, worse retellings of the movies. Oh yeah, if Toriyama had the option to just do the movies and there would be no series or manga, he'd probably do it. I mean, I know if I had the option, if I personally had the option where if I could just do like an animated version of Dragon Ball New Age and I wouldn't have to worry about doing the manga anymore, I would do it. That option will never be mine, but I'm just saying, if that option was given to me, then I would take it. Oh, I'm telling you right now, if they like try to cover the Broly movie as an anime in the anime, if they try to retell the Broly movie in the anime, I'm just gonna skip completely over it. I had to do it with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F because it completely ruined the viewing experience of the anime, and I think that's one reason why the anime soured on me so much, is because those retellings of the movies were so just like bad. So, like, if they do wind up, like, trying to cover it again, I will definitely just completely skip over it. It's not always like this, Dreamer. There's a lot of times where the chat is very, very slow. Today is a very, very active chat day, and I like it. No, Kaido, don't even recap the movies. Like, just acknowledge that the movies happened, but just skip completely over it and say, for, follow-up, it's going to lead you right back to the, if you're trying to figure out what's happening, then go watch the movie. Oh, also, Kazo, because of this, like, weird copyright thing that's been going on that we were talking about earlier on YouTube, in the Discord, with this thing where, like, any, like, videos showing, like, anime clips or something can possibly get taken down. I was already planning on doing it this way anyway, but, when we're doing the editing for the Explore the Lore videos, let's make sure that we're only using still images. We're not using any animated clips. Unless we can, like, you know, unless it's something that, like, is super fair use that we can get away with. No, that sounds like a lot of cap, there. That sounds like cap right there, Virtue. Toriyama will make a manga about an old man in a tank because he wants to draw a tank, but I doubt he would write a whole movie because he liked a song. Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, okay. It says Akira Toriyama got the idea for the movie after listening to the song F by Maximum the Hormone. And as a way of paying tribute and saying thank you for the idea, he put the F in the movie's title as a reference. Okay, so the whole idea of the movie, it was not entirely based off of the song, but the song inspired the title. And he got the idea for the movie. So, it's 6 of one, half of another. It's kind of that way. That's what a friend of mine, had not watched Super when it originally aired, and he confided in me that he wanted to get started on the series, and he wanted to know, well, one, if it was going to be worth his time, because he's a big Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z fan, and, he's like, you know, well, what should I do? And I told him basically the same thing. I told him that the first 2 arcs of that series, are basically garbage. But I did tell him, like, the first, like, 2 episodes of Super were, like, some of my favorites. So I told him, watch episodes 1 and 2, then watch Battle of Gods, the movie, and Resurrection F, the movie, and then start at episode 28, which is the Universe 6 tournament. Or the Zeno exhibition. Yeah, the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. Start at that, and you'll enjoy the series a whole lot more. And he did that, and then went back and watched the retellings as they were, you know, shown in the anime, and he's like, dude, I'm so glad you told me to watch the movies instead of these, because these 2 stories sucked. So yeah, when I tell people to watch, if I tell people to watch Super, I say watch episodes 1 and 2, then watch the movies, and then start at episode 28. Hey, Sidrian. Oh, you guys are talking about the lounge. Do you guys want me to save it for Friday? Or do you guys want, like, a preview of what the lounge looks like? Do you guys want to see? Or do you want to be surprised and have me wait till Friday? Give me a yay or nay. Do you guys want to briefly see the talking lounge? Or do you want me to wait? Gazo, save it. Alright, I can do that. Everybody says save it. I'm sorry, Azalea, you have been outnumbered. Oh, this is just a lounge mix. Oh, Virtue, I was just saying, like, the setup you see on the screen right now is my art setup. But Friday and Sunday, we have 2 lounging streams where it's just going to be me, my model will be able to move, and we're just going to be chit-chatting and, like, talking about whatever. And we're going to have a completely different setup from the last time I did a just lounging stream where I was in front of my screen and stuff. And the lounge is currently, it's ready to go, but everybody basically said to save it. So we'll get a full lounge reveal on Friday. My top 5 villains in general? Ooh. Top 5 villains of all time? Let's see. This is going to be a deep cut because I know a lot of you are young and you probably haven't read anything, and the only thing you know about this particular character is going to be from the movies. But one of my all-time favorite villains is Professor Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes. I grew up a big fan of Sherlock Holmes, and I watched a lot of Sherlock Holmes and read it. And anytime there was a story involving Moriarty, I was very deeply invested. So that's one of them. And my villains, like my top villains, are in no particular order. Let's see. After that, from a very recent series and one that I constantly gush about, I would say that the Briarwoods from The Legend of Vox Machina, so Silas and Delilah Briarwood, I believe those 2 are very, very good villains. Very deep, like, just mustache twirling evil, but, like, the good kind of mustache twirling evil. Let's see, some other villains. One of my, like, a tie between these 2, these are from the Magic the Gathering story. I absolutely love both the Phyrexians and Nicol Bolas. I believe both of those are very, very good villains. Yawgmoth a bit more than, like, the Phyrexians in general. So, like, Yawgmoth and Nicol Bolas are kind of like a tie. Let's see. So that's like 3. So Moriarty, the Briarwoods, Nicol Bolas / Yawgmoth. me think. I'm trying to think of another one. What's his name? General Thrag. That's his name. From Invincible. He comes up in the comics, and he'll probably be in, like, one of the next seasons, but General Thrag. And, who's the other one? Conquest. The other, one of Thrag's underlings, Conquest. Those two are, like, fantastic villains. Really, really good. And then... Jeez, man. I've seen so much. I think I can't have a top 5 without saying the Joker. Like, he has been like one of my top villains of all time is the Joker. So I would probably have to go with him. So in no particular order, Professor Moriarty, Yawgmoth / Nicol Bolas, General Thrag / Conquest, the Briarwoods, and the Joker. And if I was going to take one, if I was going to exclude somebody from that list, I would probably, we don't know, like, if in, like, the actual, like, animated series right now, you don't know a whole lot about the Briarwoods. So, if I was going to, I would take out the Briarwoods and replace them with, Khan from Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. Another very, very good villain. Not the new Star Trek. I'm talking about the original Star Trek. I like Darkseid. He just doesn't make my top 5. Eisen is... Eisen's kind of hit or miss for me. Cell... Yeah, I mean, Cell's cool. He's just not... I don't even know if I'd put Cell in my top 10. He's a cool villain, but I mean, I don't even think I'd put him in my top 10. MCU Thanos, I will always prefer comic Thanos to MCU Thanos. It was cool seeing Thanos, like, IRL on the big screen, but the comic version of Thanos for me has always been better. Especially since, like, there was, I don't know if this is the way it is for anybody else, but it is for me. there's a massive tonal shift between Endgame Thanos and or Infinity War Thanos and Endgame Thanos, right? So I know that, like, Infinity War Thanos is older. He's, like, kind of, like, calmed down a bit or whatever. And then the Endgame Thanos from the past is younger. He's a hungrier, more ruthless Thanos. But, man, like, it seemed like they took away, like, a lot of his nuance and stuff from Infinity War to make him just out and out, like, just evil super bad guy. Just generic evil bad guy in Endgame. So I think that tonal shift between the two of them is something that keeps him out of being in my top villains. Yeah, like the Infinity Gauntlet storyline in the comics is the main reason I was, like, so invested in, like, the MCU. Like, I know a lot of people were like, you know, they kind of, like, chastise the MCU for being, like, the death of comic book movies, and I can kind of understand where they're coming from. But ever since that first Avengers movie, when we had that post-credit scene and we saw Thanos, I knew exactly where they were going with it, and I had to see it because the Infinity Gauntlet, besides Secret War, where Spider-Man gets the black costume for the first time, besides, like, the Maximum Carnage storyline, the Infinity Gauntlet is my absolute, bar none, favorite storyline in all of Marvel Comics, and I wanted to see how they adapted it for the big screen. And FYI, comics Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet completely slaps the movie version of Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. I've made mention before how, like, once I see Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, once I see that and the Doctor Strange movie, I'm pretty much done with the MCU. Oh, comic power scaling does exist. It's just comic power scaling is so utterly ridiculous you can't really put it into perspective. You know, MCU Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet once. He snaps his fingers, wiping out half the universe, and injures himself so horribly that using the Infinity Stones again cripples his entire side. Comics Thanos snaps his fingers and eliminates half the universe completely and utterly, and winds up having to fight every god in the Marvel cosmic pantheon, gets flung through time and actually destroys time, And just the act of them throwing punches at each other rips the universe apart. Like, they introduced, like, you know, they released that lineup for Phase 4, and besides Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, like, nothing about Phase 4 interests me at all. Darkseid is a cool villain. He would definitely make my top 10. You know, he's definitely one of my top 10 villains. Not top 5, though. The only thing I know about Shang Chi is that one of my friends is a massive Shang Chi fan of the comics and was hyped as hell for the movie, and came back from the movie and I asked how it was, and he says, I have never been so bored in my entire life. Oh, jeez, we finally got the line art for this thing done. Holy moly, that took forever. Almost 3 hours just on line art. Whew. All right. Okay, for this one, I guess we can use this. coloring part of this should go by pretty quick, and considering this is a flat color model. Unlike a lot of the other things that I color that have like solids, flat color, or like shading and stuff. Excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. So yeah, unlike a lot of the things where like I color it and I have to do a lot of shading and highlights, don't got to do that with this one. Hey, time flies. Like, when everybody's in here and everybody's just, like, lurking and saying nothing, then yeah, the 3 hours feels like it takes forever. But when we're all in here and we're having a chit-chat and having a good time, time flies. No, like, Battle of God Super Saiyan God Goku, like, threw a punch and it sent a shock. We're talking about Thanos and the gods literally threw punches that never even connected and tore a hole in reality. There's like even, you know what? There's actually debate about whether or not they actually shattered dimensions or if that was just something visual for the movie. Because, like, in the Japanese dub, Gogeta does not acknowledge that they are in a different place. That is something that they add in, the whole, what the, when they go into that, like, fractal dimension or whatever. Even if they do go to another dimension, it like does nothing other than like alter like their physical environment, like Doctor Strange like going into the mirror dimension or whatever. Whereas Thanos fighting the gods like kills everything within light years of their battle. I don't remember Gogeta looking around with a dumbfounded, confused look on his face at all. I remember the shattering part and him, like, backing up and then Broly charges in, but I don't remember him looking around with a dumbfounded look. Did he? I need to see this. Because I don't remember that bit at all. I don't remember Gogeta looking around with a dumbfounded look. Let me see. I'm muting it. One, because I don't want... I'm not sponsored by the ads on here, so I'm not playing any of the ads, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear them. By the way, am I the only one who gets ticked off at these unskippable ads anymore? Am I also the only one who's ticked off that, like, they give me unskippable ads that wind up being longer than the content that I'm trying to watch? Let me see. Here we go. So there's Gogeta. Gogeta and Broly are fighting. They throw beams at each other. The beams hit. It cracks. Gogeta is very stationary. I do not see a dumbfounded look on his face at all. He's like, he knows that Broly's coming. Like, yeah, he doesn't have a dumbfounded look. He has the same serious look on his face. And then in the English dub, he goes, "What the?" But yeah, there's no dumbfounded look. He moves like ever so slightly, but that's it. Yeah, I kid you not, like, I don't know, like, how it is for everybody else, but I mean, like, I've tried to watch videos that are, like, 20 seconds long, and they'll put two unskippable ads that, together, are longer than the video that I'm trying to watch. Yeah. Scanning to find where Broly is, but not confused or surprised in the slightest. Yes, dubism. The "what the" thing is strictly from the dub. In the Japanese, he does not say anything. It's kind of like in Fusion Reborn, when Gogeta shows up against Janemba. In the dub, he has like this long thing. It's like, "I am neither Goku or Vegeta. I am," or like something like that. "Everything you do has an," or what, yeah, whatever his thing is right when he shows up. But if you watch the Japanese dub, he's completely silent when he gives his original, like, speech. Yeah, I do kind of find that odd, Isaiah. Like, you know, friggin' what's-his-face, Gotenks doesn't, only occasionally refers to himself in the third person, and he does it for dramatic effect. But Gogeta constantly refers to himself in the third person. I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you. Are you? Are you, though? Your own evil energy will be your undoing. Yeah, didn't he say something like every action you perform has an echo? Your own evil deeds will be your undoing. Swiggity swooty. You said royal we. Hey Blake, we're finishing up this, we've been working on this one commission since the stream started. The design was a bit more, I guess just a bit more complex than I gave it credit for. But we're getting close to the finish line on this one. And then I'll see where we're at in terms of time after that. And that will determine what we're doing for the remainder of the evening. But for now, we're just going to try and finish up this this model sheet. If nothing else, maybe I could do the line art commission that I got. I don't know the story behind this guy. I just know, you know, this is what the character looks like, you know. It's basically all I got on him. It's also got a black undershirt. Go. No, I like a lot of times when people send me commissions, they like give me like a whole lot of backstory on their characters and stuff, but I mean, backstory on a character model doesn't like really like, unless I'm like doing the manga of the character, I don't really need to know, you know, how many brothers and sisters or whatever the character has or whatever. I need to know what they look like, that's about it. I don't think they'll ever do that, Kaido. They do that every year when they release a video game anyway. Yeah, I mean, it might be a worst case scenario, but it's not something like, it's not a situation I would ever entertain of happening. At least not in our lifetime. I know they're trying to reboot Jaws, but I mean, that's something entirely different. I mean, granted, we have reached the point of creative stagnation where everybody's idea for the next big thing is to reboot everything that came before, but... yeah, something like that, that's different. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. Alright, that's better. Hello, Purple Tiger. You know, Isayla, when you said, like, you wished, like, you were hoping, like, or you guessed, like, McDonald's or something was busy, I'm like, is she, like, standing in line getting her order? I didn't realize that you'd gotten Uber Eats. I hope that's never the case. I wouldn't put it past like an American property, but I hope that's never the case for Dragon Ball. It's the same thing like I say with any of the reboots of like really popular, you know, things from the past. It's like, why on earth would you like make an inferior version of something that already hit the mark decades ago, you know? Well, hon, I didn't know what time it is over there. And I don't care if it's 10 o'clock or midnight. I go and get my own food. I ain't gonna rely on somebody to give me my food on time. Heck no. Maybe you don't have that option. My ability may be different, but I don't even like order pizza and like ask them to deliver it anymore. Anytime I do order pizza, I go pick it up myself. Now, granted, I haven't ordered pizza in a long time. The last time I ordered pizza was from Marco's because they have keto-friendly crusts and stuff. Oh man, I remember the old Ben 10. Ben 10 reboot. The Powerpuff Girls. Any of the, well, you know, like the bad, horrible Thundercats Roar reboot. I have not watched a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I watched, like, the Michael Bay one because I went to a theater to see it. But, like, a full reboot series of TMNT, I have not watched. In full disclosure, I watched the first Michael Bay Ninja Turtles because I was invited. I did not pay for those tickets. Bully Maguire. How's it going? Yeah, well, Dragon Ball Evolution, I think, is one of those things that is better left forgotten. Pardon me. Let's see. Pretty sure that's all the... Yeah, it looks like all the gold bits. I've talked about that before, Kaido. If not for Dragon Ball Evolution, you wouldn't have Dragon Ball Super. You wouldn't have gotten Battle of Gods. If you like Hit's design, you wouldn't have Hit's design. And the guy who played Zamasu in the English dub wouldn't have played that guy if not for Dragon Ball Evolution. So, hate it though you might, you actually have Dragon Ball Evolution to thank for a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball Evolution is what got Toriyama to come out of retirement. If you liked Super in any way, shape, or form, you have Dragon Ball Evolution to thank for it, because if that movie hadn't been made, and the people who made the movie basically told Toriyama that to go fluff off because they didn't want any of his input, Super never would have existed. Getting close to finishing this one up, lovelies. We're almost done. Getting close. But yeah, let me, I brought this, I've showed this on stream before, but let me show it, I'll bring it up again. I should have it up here. Let's see. Unless I got rid of it already, which wouldn't surprise me. It might also be in a different folder. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know where I put it, but I had a image that showed I had an image that showed like Hit's design next to the Piccolo from the movie to show how they took that design from the movie and adapted it into Hit's design. I had a comparison image, but I can't find it anymore. It's not a big deal. I'll float through my images one more time. If I can find it, I'll find it. If not, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it be. It's not like it's super duper important. Yeah, it's not there. That's okay. Oh, stop it. I also have to look in here really quick. Do I have it in here? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, that's something else I'm working on. But I just wanted to make sure where it was. Also, for those of you who are curious, I have already started to pencil in some plot points and stuff for... Oh, nice, Kaido. You didn't fail any of your exams? That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. But I've already started penciling in some stuff for Dragon Ball New Age Chapter 10. I got to get with the rest of my guys and do the roundup. But also do bear in mind that there will be a break period at some point, either towards the end of February or the start of March, because I need to start on the... or really, like, not start on it, but dig into the project that I have with Conquest. So there will be a short time when Dragon Ball New Age goes on a brief stopgap so that I could work on my original project. The Elijah arc is not starting for another couple of chapters. We haven't even finished the Rigor arc of the definitive edition yet. There you are. Oh no, it'll be way before Chapter 20. Chapter 20 is almost, like, more than a quarter of the way into the, what do you call it, the Elijah arc. Especially since the definitive version, Rigor transformed earlier than he did in the old version. But yeah, don't worry, the Goat-Eyed Daddy will be coming soon. Soon in trademark. Your definition of soon and mine may be quite different. Rigor's eyes not being black, like right at the start of the fight, like they are now, as compared to the old version, I believe, for me anyway, is one of the better narrative changes that we've made to him. Yeah, that's why when you saw him first transforming, his eyes were getting really, really dark. But then he told himself, "Remember your training, reel the power in, and make it your own." And when he did, he only had a little bit of black in his eyes. But the angrier he gets, and the more he starts to lose his temper, the more black his eyes get. I believe... Oh, wait, no. There's one last thing I need to do. There we go. And there we have it. Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, Blake. I know the feeling, Kazo. I wasn't expecting this one commission to take this long, honestly. I can read what you're saying, Kazo. Get that right? Oh no, I missed a 1. No! There we go. Oh, wait, no. Come on. Let me mark this one as finished. You rolled a nat 1 on your stealth, on text stealth there, Kazo. Lajin is way different than Majin Buu. They may have visual similarities, but their personalities are much, much different. We're gonna finish this thing, the lineup on the line art on this, and then I think we'll probably call it a night after that. Just because it's getting late. I still have to do some things around the office before I head out. So I wasn't expecting the commission that we just finished. I was not expecting it to take as long as it did. So all right, Blake, I appreciate you coming out. We'll be doing more commissions and stuff on what is it, Saturday. This is not a commission, Kazo. This is actually for the Explore the Lore vid. Like I said, I'm only going to stay on for about another like 15 or so minutes, so I figure we can do this. We can finish up the line art on this, and then we can call it a night. And then we'll be back for a full night on Saturday. But for those of you curious, the Explore the Lore vid on True Super Saiyan. This is part of this. This is Totoma, the first True Super Saiyan. This is Totoma, who was the first black-tailed Saiyan and wound up becoming the first true Super Saiyan. Yeah, we're just gonna finish up the line art on this, and then we'll just go ahead and call it a night. And we only got 3 more commissions left in the queue, so we'll save those for Saturday. We have a line art, a flat color image, and then a manga page. It depends on how long it takes me to get through the story, Kaido. I'm anticipating it will probably be longer, considering the twists and turns that the story has to take. But we won't know until we get there. Kazel, are you still in here? Just so I know. I know you're tired and everything and you were trying to get out of here, but are you still in here? Well, yeah, Kaido. Like, keep in mind, like, the old version of the Rigger arc was only about 13 or 14 chapters long. Oh, okay. Kazo, like, when it comes to editing videos, is it, like, difficult? I know we're gonna have, like, what do you call it? You know, we'll have, like, still images and stuff with, like, slow pans. We don't need any, like, animated bits, but is it, like, difficult to add, like, background sound effects or something? Like, just, like, they don't even need to be loud. They just need to, like, if they're just, like, faint, like I said, just, like, background sound effects. Like, say if you're, like, talking about, like, a war or something, and you are, like, you know, a battle between, like, knights, you, like, have, like, the dim sounds of, like, battle in the background as you hear, like, swords clanging together. Is that too difficult to do, or no? Alright. Alright, guys. Well, we finished up the line art for that. All the lightning and stuff is going to be done when I color this. But we're going to call it a night for tonight. We are off tomorrow, and Friday is going to be our first, our first official lounging stream. Where we're just going to hang out. We're going to chit-chat and just talk about things for a little while. So if you guys want to, like, ask me, like, more questions and stuff, and I have more dedicated time to answer, and I'm not as distracted by doing my artwork and stuff, those will be the days to come on by. That'll be Friday and Sunday. So thank you guys all for coming out. I had a really fun time tonight. We got that one particular one done, and got the line art on this to get ready for the video. And we'll be back to try and finish up our commission queue on Saturday. And like I said, on Friday, it's just chatting. So thank you guys all for coming out. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. I am Alec Torihane. This has been the Tentacle Lounge. I love you all. And I will see all of my freaky darlings again next time.